Welcome back, everyone. I know this is normally shot on a Tuesday, but we had some power issues in our area, so we're doing it today. I'll quickly type in the poll before we get started here. Poll is published, so don't forget to vote whether we go light or dark side today. Alright, let's get her going here.
Greetings, young apprentice. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it, or so they say. As a chronicler of the Academy here on Datooine, I feel it is my duty to share the history of our order with the newly initiated. Unfortunately, our recent history is one of tragedy and bloodshed. The Mandalorian Wars, the fall of Revan and Malak, the rise of the Sith. There are important lessons to be learned from these events, if we do not wish to repeat the mistakes of our past.
I am eager to learn.
Of course, I could not tell you the entire history of our order. The Jedi have existed for thousands upon thousands of years. We are as old as the Republic itself. Instead, I will begin 40 years ago with the War of Exar Kun. Like Malak and Revan, Exar Kun was a Jedi who fell to the dark side and led an army against the Jedi and the Republic. Exar Kun was defeated, but the war left both the Republic and our own order severely weakened. For 20 years we struggled to rebuild, trying to erase the scars of the terrible conflict.
What does this have to do with
All
Revan and
things in time. You shall learn that history is an intricate weaving of many events. No one thing can be understood without the proper context. 20 years ago, the Mandalorians, aware that the Republic was in a weakened state, began conquering small worlds on the Outer Rim. They were careful to choose only planets outside the Republic's jurisdiction. After much debate, the Senate chose not to intervene. As long as the Mandalorians avoided planets that were members of the Republic itself, there would be no retaliation.
That sounds like a big mistake.
Well, you can hardly blame the Republic. The memory of war was fresh in everyone's mind. Nobody was eager to relive the horrors in a campaign against the Mandalorians. But in the end, it was unavoidable. The Mandalorians stockpiled resources from their conquered worlds, preparing for a massive assault. 7 years ago, they launched a simultaneous attack in 3 separate sectors of Republic space. The Senate had no choice but to retaliate with the entire Republic fleet. The Mandalorian Wars had begun.
When did the Jedi join in?
The Republic petitioned the Jedi Council for aid, but there were many factors to consider before we allowed ourselves to be drawn into another conflict, so soon after the war with Exar Kun. While the Jedi Council preached patience, there were many among our order who were eager for us to join the battle. 2 young knights in particular demanded immediate action. Revan
I'm guessing that's Revan and Malak.
They rallied many of the Jedi to their cause, and against the wishes of their masters, joined the Republic fleet battling the Mandalorians. Revan was a brilliant military leader, and the Republic fleet began to win victory after victory. 4 years ago, the Mandalorians surrendered unconditionally.
So how did he follow the dark side?
Revan and Malak were heroes.
I know this is a lot of exposition, but
a third of the Republic fleet was under their
questions.
direct command. And then something happened. Instead of returning after the war's end, the ships under Revan's command went deep into unexplored space. They claimed to be searching for the last remnants of the Mandalorian fleet. All contact was lost. For many months, it was assumed some great disaster had befallen the entire fleet. Everyone thought they were dead. There were unsubstantiated rumors of Revan and Malak being seen on a number of different planets during these months, scattered sightings that were never confirmed.
I'm guessing that's them looking for the Starforge stuff. And what happened next?
3 years ago, Revan and Malak returned at the head of a massive invasion fleet. Revan had assumed the title of Sith Lord. The hero had become a conqueror.
How do you get the Sith
Some of
fleet?
the ships in the Sith fleet are those that were under Revan's command during the Mandalorian Wars. But many more are of an alien design we've never seen before. The source of this massive fleet is one of the many things about the Sith we cannot explain. It seems impossible to have created it in such a short time, yet we cannot deny its existence. The source of the Sith soldiers is unfortunately much easier to understand. Initially, the bulk of the force were former Republic soldiers who had served under Revan. With each conquest, thousands more flocked to join the invaders, swelling their numbers. Even many of our own order have betrayed us, lured by Sith promises of riches and power.
How can anyone
For
hope
2
to stop
years, the
Sith?
Sith were all but invincible. Fortunately, Bastila and her battle meditation allowed the Republic to win a few key victories and kept the Sith from total triumph. In desperation, we set a trap for the Dark Lord. Bastila was with the strike team that tried to capture Revan, as you probably know. She was there at Revan's end. That was nearly a year ago, but things have not improved. Malak has stepped in and assumed the mantle of Dark Lord for himself, though he's far from Revan's equal in strategy or tactics. Still, his fleet continues to grow in both ships and soldiers. If we do not find some way to stop the Sith soon, Malak will overwhelm us with sheer numbers.
Uh-huh. Where are the Academy's archives?
This facility is a training academy. The archives here are restricted to those who have attained the rank of Master. We must protect overeager Padawans from being exposed to dangerous knowledge. The pursuit of knowledge is a noble goal, but there are some things that require the wisdom of a master to truly understand. You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith.
I'll be going.
May the Force...
Okay, let's talk to...
Good
Mr.
evening,
Vandar.
apprentice. I trust your training goes well.
I seek knowledge of the Jedi
All
Code. That's
Jedi
one of the
must
things.
know the code. Its tenets are the fundamental teachings of our order.
Okay, let's try to remember
Think
this
and
now.
meditate on these truths, apprentice. There is no emotion. There is peace. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge. There is no passion. There is serenity. There is no chaos. There is harmony. There is no death. There is the Force. I have faith that you will achieve the rank of Padawan soon. Master Jar is most impressed with your progress. May the Force be with you, apprentice.
Alright. So, do a quick save. Now, if we go to... Journal. Okay, right there. Okay, one more check. Okay, motion, peace, ignorance, knowledge, passion, serenity, chaos, harmony, death, force. Okay.
Greetings, my young pupil. Your progress has been most remarkable so far.
I'm ready to continue my
Soon
training.
your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy. In the traditions and customs of our order, as handed down from master to pupil for 1,000 generations, you must successfully complete 3 tests before you earn your place among the Jedi.
Okay. What kind of tests
These
are these?
tests will see if you have truly mastered the training you have been given, both mental and physical. Upon completing these tests, you will pass from apprentice to Padawan and join in the ranks of the Jedi. First, I will test your knowledge of the Jedi Code. These tenets must always guide your actions. In everything you do, you must always be conscious of their wisdom. You must now prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the Code by completing these fundamental precepts of our order. There is no emotion.
There is peace.
There is no ignorance.
There is knowledge.
There is no passion.
There is serenity.
There is no chaos.
There is harmony.
There is no death.
There's the Force.
You have learned your studies well, apprentice.
There we go.
It will not be long before you are a full member of our order. But first, you must pass the second test and learn about the most prized possession of a Jedi, the very symbol of our order, the lightsaber. The lightsaber is the traditional weapon of our order. It is a symbol of a Jedi's skill, dedication, and authority. And each lightsaber is as individual as the Jedi who wields it. The blade is made of pure energy, focused by polished crystals in the hilt. As the second test, each Jedi must construct his lightsaber with his own hands. And now it is your time. Speak with Master Dorak, and he will guide you through the choosing of a crystal.
Sounds good. Quick save.
You have come, young apprentice, at Master Zar's bidding. He sees great promise in you, as do I. The time has come for you to choose the color of your lightsaber. This color also reflects your demeanor and position within the Order.
What colors
Blue
are there?
is the color of the Jedi Guardian. This Jedi battles against the forces of evil and the dark side. They focus more on combat training and use of the lightsaber. Yellow is the color of the Jedi Sentinel. This Jedi ferrets out deceit and injustice, bringing it to light. They focus less on combat and more on other skills and abilities. Green is the color of the Jedi Consular. This Jedi seeks to bring balance to the universe. They mediate between other groups, using their powers to end conflict and preserve peace.
Well, let's take a quick look at the poll, shall we? So right now we're at light side, so that seems more like a counselor to me, because mediating. So let's go counselor.
Indeed. We shall see. I will now ask you questions, and your responses will indicate which class you lean most towards. A woman and her small child are beset by a desperate-looking group of thugs. They're menacing her with weapons, and she screams to you for help. What do you do?
Well, I guess counselor would stop the thugs and find out why they're attacking.
Indeed. Very well. On to the next question. You are in combat with a dark Jedi allied with the Sith. There is a pause in the combat. What do you do?
Find out why he turned to the dark side and try to turn him back.
As much. Now for the next question. There is a locked door, and your goal lies on the other side. What do you do?
Knock.
I am beginning to see a pattern here, apprentice. I have a feeling about what you would be best at. But first, the final question. You are the head of an enclave on a contested world. The Dark Jedi have infiltrated and are causing unrest across the planet. What do you do?
I guess we would coordinate with the government to identify the infiltrators.
Yes, I thought as much. As I suspected, you would be most suitable as a Jedi consular. Which color and path do you believe yourself most suited to, apprentice?
I will say green.
Here is a green crystal for your lightsaber. Go speak to Master Jar again, and he will instruct you on how to construct it.
Excellent. Whoa. Level up. We only have one. Oh, there we go. Persuade. Definitely put that up. Feats. Now we have a bunch of Jedi stuff. So in that case, where's the lightsaber one? Okay, we'll go with that one as our feat powers. So we might as well start with healing. Force persuade. What's that one? Force push. Okay, we have a healing one, so let's. You know what? Let's do force persuade to start. Or affect mine, sorry. Let's see if that helps with that. Accept.
Greetings, young as you.
No.
May the force.
Accidentally clicked on him. We might as well
What?
up mission. Let's put up her dexterity, skills. Let's go demolitions, stealth, awareness, security. Might as well do. Oh, no, don't have enough for that one. Might as well do. Nope. Okay, let's go security again. Feats. Upper blaster pistol. Accept. Karth. Okay. Strength. Skills. We're just gonna up his treat injury. Feats. His blaster is already up there. Let's give him an extra vitality point. Perfect.
Yes?
Okay. Quick save.
Ah, good. Now that you have selected your crystal, we shall begin the construction of your lightsaber.
Awesome. We don't have anything to add. Ooh, sweet. Ah.
You have done extremely well in constructing your lightsaber, apprentice. Your crystal seems to have been set perfectly. It is rare indeed for that to happen the first time one constructs their lightsaber. These crystals are very rare, found only in certain caves strong in the Force. By adding crystals to your lightsaber, you can alter or enhance its properties. There have even been unconfirmed rumors of certain Force-sensitive caves here on Datooine that may hold these crystals.
Oh, awesome. Should I know anything
Your
else?
lightsaber identifies you as a member of the Jedi Order. With such recognition comes honor and respect, and the attentions of dangerous enemies. The Sith and Dark Jedi will seek to destroy you, apprentice. And you must prove yourself worthy in battle against a foe who also wields a lightsaber. Are you ready to face the final challenge, apprentice?
Sure.
For every Jedi, the threat of the dark side is always present. You must truly understand this before you are accepted into the Order. You must see the corruption of the dark side for yourself. Even here on Datooine, there are places where the dark side holds sway, twisting and tainting nature itself. The ancient grove once used for deep meditation by the Jedi is now tainted. A wave of darkness perverts the region around it. The Kathhounds in the area have become savage and ruthless. They have become a threat to the settlers, a threat the Jedi have promised to stop.
What would you have me do?
The Kathhounds are but a symptom of the true problem. You must journey into the grove and confront the true source of the darkness. That is your task.
So you know more than you're
I can
telling
say
me.
no more. Some things you must see for yourself. None of the other Jedi at the Academy are permitted to help you in this task. But remember this, my young apprentice. A Jedi acts with patience and care, and those on the dark path are not always lost forever. The
That
dark
sounds like
side
foreshadowing to
still taints
me.
the ancient grove. Your lessons cannot continue until the spreading corruption of the dark side has been stopped. This is your task, apprentice. May the Force be with you.
Alright, cool. Do another quick save. Bastila can't help us, so...
Greetings, apprentice. though I understand you shall not have that lowly title much longer. Master Jar tells me that your progress has been remarkable. Soon he feels you will attain the rank of Padawan. Then you will truly be a full-fledged Jedi. How are you enjoying your training?
It's difficult.
With power comes responsibility. And only
Okay,
by
Uncle
learning
Ben.
discipline and sacrifice can we truly learn to master our potential. I wish you luck in your training, apprentice. There is much you must yet learn. May the Force be with you.
Cool. Alright, let's check the map. So, outer courtyard, Evan Hawk. Outer courtyard is right here. Okay, why is
The
that?
council has decreed you may come and go as you
Okay.
please.
Just had to talk to the droid first. Oh,
Hey there, what can I do for you?
yeah. Guess
I'm
some
sorry
stuff
for
about
the
her
way
brother.
I acted before. It's just that when it comes to Lena, I tend to get a little worked up.
Why do you hate
My
her so
brother
much?
and me had a good thing going. Sure, Griff had his run-ins with the law on Terrace, but we got by okay, until Lena came and ruined everything. She was a dancer at the cantina where my brother used to go play Pazik. Griff could be a real smooth talker, and it wasn't long before the two of them were dating. But Lena was used to dating rich Teresian nobles, guys with mountains of credits. Griff could never give her the lifestyle she was used to, no matter how hard he worked.
Did she
I
dump
thought
him?
Lena would brush Griff off when she saw how poor he was, but for some reason, she stuck around. I guess she saw the potential for a big payday down the road.
Maybe she
I
actually
saw
liked him.
Lena for what she really was, a busty, credit-grubbing cantina rat. She used Griff and took away the only family I had. After they'd been together for a few months, Griff told me he was leaving Terrace. He and Lena were going to try and make their fortune off-world. He promised as soon as he made enough credits he'd come back and get me, and we'd all live like royalty. That was 2 years ago. I haven't seen him since. I don't even know where he went.
Let's say sounds
Oh,
like
I
an
know what happened. As soon as she got him off Taurus, Lena sunk her claws into Griff butt good. She twisted him around her little finger and made him forget all about me. I know I'll probably never see Griff again. But part of the reason I came with you was the hope that I could find out what happened to my brother. Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nope.
Okay, have it your way.
Alright, there's some backstory for everyone.
It is good sometimes to stop and reflect on the beauty of nature and the Force. I am sorry. I tend to get carried away. I do not believe we have met, apprentice. My name is Nemo. Is there something I can help you with? I hope...
Doesn't seem.
Are you a Jedi? How long can you people continue to sit by and claim you protect us? Protectors? Ha! You sit in your enclave safe from the Mandalorians while we suffer. Those Mandalorian brutes have killed my daughter. They came to our land demanding our livelihood. But Ilsa, my Ilsa, said no. There was nothing I could do. Too many of the Mandalorians and their Duros allies. I've come here to ask you, please, Master Jedi, stop these raiders and get revenge for my daughter. I will give you all I have. Just please, annihilate them from the face of this planet.
Oh, well.
Greetings, young Jedi. I wonder if you could assist me. I seem to have lost my companion, you see? We were working on my farm to the north of here, I was working in the garden outside, and he was working inside. I heard the door to the house open, but not close. I went to see and found it wide open. I searched everywhere and could not find him. I worry so much. I need him back so badly. I wonder if he... Could he have been kidnapped? Not that I know of. None of my neighbors really know he's there. Maybe it was the Mandalorians. Or maybe Cathhounds. But no, Cathhounds are not intelligent enough to open doors. Although they have been more vicious lately. No, it must have been someone who could open the door by himself. When you think of it, the door was locked.
Did someone break it down?
The door was undamaged and showed no signs of tampering.
It sounds like the person left.
Well, yes, it could have, but he had no reason to run away. His programming...
His programming. A droid.
Yes, he is a droid, but he is very valuable to me all the same. He's the last piece of my poor passed-away husband I have left. He is very dear to me, my precious is. I don't know what I'd do without him. He's the only companionship I have on all of Datooine. He is a personal assistance droid. My husband was a genius at constructing droids. He made this one capable of taking care of me for the rest of my life. As the last legacy of my husband, for my own personal ease of mind, I need him back. His absence gnaws at me like a gaping wound.
Wow, she really misses her droid, doesn't she?
Please,
You said it, Karth.
I beg of you, return my droid to me. Thank you. Thank you, Master Jedi. If you find him, please send him home to me. I need him so much.
Okay. Listen, this guy sells stuff. Oh, thanks, honey, for liking the video. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's a merchant. Holy crap, that's an expensive suit. That's even more expensive. Holy crap. Well, can't afford any of your stuff now, but that's battle armor looks. Well, we'll see if we actually end up. Oh. There's the Cathhounds. Alright, here we go.
How'd you like that?
Hey there.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
mission.
Hey there.
Ah!
Okay.
I don't think we're getting anything off them. Let's do. Okay. So there's quite a few of these guys. Missed. Okay, let's do this one at a time. Damn it, Karth, that's not what I wanted to have happen. packs? Really?
You got it. Yes,
Stop clicking on the Mandarin. Alright, maybe we should go get... No. No. Of course for that. This guy's gonna see us. Yep.
You asked for this! Time to rumble!
That's my bad. I thought we had med
Ha! How'd you like that?
Oh my god, I can't land a shot.
Ready?
Okay.
What?
Let's turn over here and get some med packs. Just selling armory. Oh, I got an idea. Let's quickly go to the Ebon Hawk. There, now we're fully healed.
Mission, is that you? It's me, Lena, remember? I was dating your brother back on Terrace.
Jeez.
Lena? What are you doing here? Where's Griff? I'm just passing through. Griff and I broke up a few months after we left Terrace together. Probably for the best. Your brother can be charming, Mission, but he's bad news. Don't you start trashing my brother, you cantina rat! Take that back or I'll smack you so hard your head tails will pop off! Mission, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting this way? Yeah, I know how she feels. Griff can be pretty frustrating. I guess that's why Mission didn't want to come with us when we left Terrace. You liar! Griff told me that you didn't want his little sister tagging along. That's why he had to leave me behind. Is that what the hut spawn told you? I wanted you to come with us, Mission. I even offered to pay for your ticket. Why not? I paid for everything else while I was with that freeloader. But he told me you didn't want to leave Terrace. I said we shouldn't even go then. But he said we'd come back and get you after we struck it rich on Tatooine. Just another one of his lies. No, you're the one who's lying. Griff wouldn't... He wouldn't try to leave me behind.
Oh, we're digging up a bunch of bad memories for her.
Think about it. If Griff wasn't trying to ditch you, Mission, then why didn't he tell you where we were going? After we left Terrace, he told me looking after you was holding him back. Griff's always looking to blame other people for his own problems. That's why he abandoned you. He did the same thing to me, too. As soon as I ran out of money, he started blaming me for all of his problems. Like it's my fault his get-rich-quick schemes never work out.
So where's Griff
Still
now?
on Tatooine, as far as I know. Not that I really care anymore. And if Mission was smart, she'd forget about that no-good con artist. But Griff is my brother. I just can't pretend he doesn't exist. If he was here to defend himself, Lena wouldn't be saying all this bad stuff about him. Hey, if you want to talk to Griff, go ahead. Last I heard, he was going to make a fortune working the Zerka Corp mines on Tatooine. But as far as I'm concerned, he's out of my life forever. Griff's better off without you anyway, you table-dancing, brother-stealing home wrecker. I guess that's my cue to leave then. I didn't mean to upset you, Mission. But one day you'll see I'm right about your brother. I only hope it's not too late by then.
Well, that was interesting. Okay, let's go back out. Oh yeah, we talked to him. We talked to the other guy. Who's Gara?
Greetings, friend. I think I can safely assume you are a member of the Jedi Order. Has the
thanks,
Council
Jenny.
agreed to hear our petition? Oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. Does the Council require our presence?
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
I see. I am mistaken. How may I be of assistance? Fair.
We'll deal with that after. Okay, well, I didn't see any merchants around there, so we might have to rely on the force healing for a bit. At least we cleared out, not really most of them. So the best thing to do is try to isolate them. One sec, let's go. Solo, you guys stay there. There we go. Back to team.
Time to rumble!
Come on, finish it off. There we go. That was a little bit better.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Nothing. Keep excellent clicking on these guys. Okay. Let's do heal to top everybody up. Alright, well, let's get this over with. Well, that'll work.
Time to rumble!
A little bit better. Yes, we see it. Alright, here we go.
How do you like that?
Oh, got him. Froze. Perfect. There we go. Oh, jeez, there's...
How'd you like that?
Ouch.
You asked for this!
Okay. Let's take this next bit a little bit slow. That looks like the grove over there. That's definitely the grove over there, I think. Oh, maybe not. Oh, that's the ruins. Okay, well, I don't think we'll be going there yet. Let's go and expect that without Bastila. At least we found that already. Let's do a quick save. Sell rounds. There's calf hounds everywhere. Let's go this way.
How'd you like that?
Quick saving a lot here just in case we have hits. Okay, that's the grove there. Didn't we get some more experience before we head over there? Don't shoot anybody else.
You got it.
Quick save. Okay, let's go check out the grove. Hopefully there's no one there who's gonna freaking destroy us right off the bat. Oh jeez.
How'd you like that? Let's go!
Oh god damn it, Karth.
Take that! Take that!
How'd you like that?
Okay, Karth, go and start the fight, and then one run away over there. And mission's down. Okay, back up. God damn it, Karth.
How'd you like that?
Okay. Don't shoot anybody else, Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
How about you stop shooting
Yes,
people?
what's on your... You got it. Yes, what's on your mind?
Oh my god.
You got it.
Super sensitive with that. Okay, there's the grove right there, and it looks like there is somebody... Okay, well... Not gonna go over there with this low of health. No, we're definitely not. Alright, let's go back to the Evan Hawk, heal up. We gotta see if there's a merchant or someone around to give us some med packs so we don't have to keep doing this. I'll keep my eye out. Okay. Let's check the map here. No.
I'm sorry.
Tabistubong konki pangpa. Chingpalachiska muli.
Let me see what you have in stock. There we go. Oh no, that's a repair. This is all droid stuff. Okay, never mind. Let's go check out those chambers over there, see if there's some... Who's this guy? Oh, that's... Okay. Stop accidentally clicking on people, Andrew. Alright. Okay, there's Pazik guy, so... Oh, there's one med pack.
Why are you bothering me? I'm here to speak with the council.
Okay. Oh, we got one med pack. Alright, back out to the courtyard. Alright, well, we found the grove. Ruins, path south. Why does this guy have a different name? Okay. No, I didn't want to talk to him. Alright, so... we know where the grove is. We're just gonna be popping out another side here. Okay, let's do a quick save here.
You've been holding out on this kid. You haven't given us enough money. Guess we're gonna have to take it out of you piece by piece.
No, please! Take my wife and children instead. Anything!
Really?
Wife and children. Sounds like a good idea.
What a D-bag. See if we can get these guys with a concussion grenade before they see us. Do that. That. Ready!
You'll pay! I'll show you!
Gotcha. Oh yeah, there's some more med packs. Okay, well, that helped. Let's check over this way. Oh, that's the grove, okay. this side of the grove now.
Here! Here!
How'd you like that? How'd you like that?
Here!
Sure.
Time to rumble. You asked for this.
Toast down. Okay.
Ready?
Well, that worked.
What?
Alright, let's just look around to start. Okay, sand ruins. Okay, that's different people. I don't want to waste all of it. Okay. Where are you? Okay. Hey, what do you want me to do? Okay. Okay. Is there anything else I should know? Let's do a quick save. Yep.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped.
You
I'm
seem
Rickard
racist.
Lusov. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here. Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handed standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handed to the prison he belongs in?
Wasn't it cloudy? I'm pretty sure I remember that it was cloudy.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Should I have?
I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead. I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river. And I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Okay.
How can I be of further...
No. Nothing
Of
more
course.
right now.
Greetings, Apprentice. I am an information retrieval droid. If you have any need of my... I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Goldenetic, Rickard Lusov, and Hamden Gould. I have also had time to examine... Is there any information... My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single pellet. Is there any other information? These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriars are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, there have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information? Very well.
Okay.
How can I be of further assistance? Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run. I don't know if I mentioned it. Of course.
So, what do you want to know? Well, kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious. Right.
Okay. This cloudy.
Dolpa da bongualeo gondona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kutta kunjus takmiki grabulmobo. Kachi chu kachi kun ita muchashak pakhant.
Okay.
So, what do you want? Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
That's all for now. Okay.
How can I be of further assistance?
Did you know
I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
No one said you could
I'm sorry,
omit.
I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him? How can I... Of course.
Okay.
Is there any other... The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information? According to the municipal authorities near the Darrow spaceport, there have been news of violent drunken activity in the cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusov was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tupa was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need? My preliminary analysis of the body indicates... Is there any other... The
Say that again.
Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by... Is there any...
Okay.
Very well.
So, now I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
Okay.
Right.
That's it? Okay, well.
How can I be of further assistance? But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
Why?
My wife was cheating on me with him.
Oh, snap.
I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime. Of course.
Okay. Want to discuss the murder. Well, Handon is lying. He knew his wife was cheating on him. Okay.
So, what do you... That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right.
Okay.
How can I be of further assistance? That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous calf hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
So then.
Knock his block off, maybe, sure, but not kill him. Well, no. Normally, I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Medic, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife, right under my nose, no less. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving. I was just out running, trying to...
So,
of course.
Okay,
Is
droid.
there any other information? I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report, Mr. Gould. Is there any other... We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than... Is there any other...
Okay.
The Southwood Speeder rental business. Is
Okay, that's the same stuff we already had.
Very well.
How can I be of further assistance? Of course.
Okay. Blaster.
Kachikun Idahaldonga. Ikinkuno Bamul Mujushat Bakat. Kiyino.
Okay.
Is there any other I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need? Very well.
Okay.
So, what do you want to know? Right.
How can I be of further assistance? Injured? Of course.
Okay, well. Discuss the murder. It didn't belong. He's clutching his side.
Hey, what are you doing?
I agree.
I can leave now, then?
Oh, shoot. No. I made a mistake. No.
What? No. If I'm going... Look, so I'm going to prison.
Damn it.
Yes. I came out here and killed Calder, but Rickard was here to do that too.
I clicked too fast. Damn it. I probably would have got higher experience points if we had done it proper. One sec, where are we at? Okay.
How'd you like that? You asked for this! Down you go! How'd you like that? You asked for this! Like that!
There we go. Oh. Damn it, Karth.
How'd you like that? Down you go!
Ain't nobody else, right? Alright, Karth, you gotta level up. Do awareness, feats. Okay.
What?
Okay, we know the grove is over there. Looks like there's. Oh, no. Come back here. Oh shit, he saw us. Oh, maybe he didn't. Let's keep looking. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to heal up before we try and take those guys on. There's the grove there. Okay. Alright. I don't think we want to take her on yet either, so we got pretty much kind of a lose-lose situation here. Let's do a quick save.
What?
Shield up.
Yes?
Okay.
Let's go!
Oh, he's gonna take us so quick. Yep. Disengage and run. Okay, come over here.
What?
Oh, Karth, no. Heal.
Let's go!
Disengage. There we go. Now there's only one of them left.
Yes?
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
I'm bleeding out. That's what's on my... There's a data pad there, but... Alright, let's do a quick save. Alright, let's do shield. Oh, energy shield. Oh, that's what I need on my guy. One sec here. Mandalorian melee shield. There we go. Alright. Let's take this guy out. See if we got enough grenades to do it. Oh, there we go. Got him. Credits. Nothing else over here. They already grabbed. Oh, oh. Another Mandalorian data pad. Quick save. It's not what settings. Where's our stuff? Mandalorian data pad. Okay. Just clear out the map here. Yeah, that's the Sandral grounds. Alright. Let's go save. Okay, I don't want to go that close to her yet. Alright, you know, let's do a quick spin back to the Ebon Hawk. And then we'll go deal with that. Hopefully the melee shield helps, because I'm 99% sure she's gonna have a lightsaber on her. It's been a while since I've played this, but yeah, okay. Ooh, maybe an adhesive grenade. Get them stuck in place. Buy one of those. Never know, might come in handy. There's the grow. No, don't want to deal with that. What the heck? Okay. Took care of that guy. Now, I'm wondering if we play this smart, because I have a feeling she might freeze Mission and Karth.
Whoever steps on this will get a nasty shock.
No. So I got one. Okay, I was hoping I'd have more than that, but...
I will be your doom!
Oh, crud. Okay. Run! Pause. Okay, got you a bit with that. Forgot to turn on that. I don't know what she's using. I'm not liking it. Oh, got her.
You are strong. Stronger than me, even in my darkness.
Where are you?
I am Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine.
Why'd you embrace the dark side?
When I slew my master, Quatra, I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought. What is it you want? Why do you bother me?
I just want to talk.
You who have beaten me so easily just want to talk?
I don't know if that was easy for me.
Kill me now while you still have the power.
I have no desire to kill you.
You do not? I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be great by embracing the dark side, but I am nothing. There is no way I could be turned back. I always thought they held me back, or jealous of my power. But it is only because I was not good enough to meet their standards. I never have been.
Why are you even thinking like that?
Because I am right, that's why. I can see the truth in your eyes as well. Do not look at me again. What is it?
Okay, no, let's... Okay. No desire to kill you. Okay. Just want to talk. I didn't hold anger towards you.
Not anger. Peace. Yet even with your naive attitude, you managed to beat me. I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be... I always thought they held me back.
Okay.
I seem to still have much to learn, both about being a Jedi and about myself. But I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been so high. I wish that my master had not suffered because of me.
Even in death, the Force will
If she were alive now, there would be so much I would say to her. So much I would apologize for. How can the Council ever take me back with what I have done? Striking my master down in anger is unforgivable.
Yet forgiveness must be asked.
No, I cannot. Leave me to my hope. I do not know what...
Force will allow her to live on. Okay.
I should convince them that I am truly repentant, that I am willing to forsake the dark side, and maybe, just maybe, they would accept me back. Do you think they would? Could it be possible after what I've done?
earpiece on
I
this.
thank you, Master Jedi. I will return to the council then. I shall submit myself to their judgment and hope they will forgive me. Again, I thank you. I am sure I will hear great things about you in the future.
Look at all those experience points. Sweet. Good job, guys. Getting frozen. Mesh underlay. Alright. So we've done the grove. I want to explore a little bit more. Let's do a save. Okay. Let's check over here. Oh, great, more cat hounds. Stick around this way first. Okay, more Mandalorians. Ion and adhesive. No. Yeah, good job, guys. Mandalorian data pad again. Oh, a bunch of mines. There we go. Alright. Cleaned up with that one. Alright, let's do a quick check on that. No, that's not what I hit. There we go. Mandalorian data pad, where are you? This one. No. Okay, so those two are the exact same, depending on which one you went to first. Let's avoid the Cathans for a quick sec here. There we go. Okay.
This is private property. My water source. My orders are clear. Please leave immediately. Only those on...
Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to have official business to go and do that. Still didn't find that droid wandering around.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
Okay, well, let's just take the quick jump back to the Ebon Hawk, and then we'll go talk to the council. Oh. Let's see how she's doing.
I must give you my thanks. Because of you, I am once again welcome within the Jedi Order. I have spoken to the Council, and they have helped me see the truth. The truth about myself, and the truth of my actions. Quatra's injuries were not so severe as I first believed. I was foolish to believe I could harm a master such as she with my clumsy efforts. The fierce confrontation between us was nothing more than part of my training. Quatra wanted me to understand the threat of the dark side, to see how easy it was to fall from the path of light.
So where is she now?
After our last battle, Quatra had nothing left to teach me. I needed time alone to explore the turmoil of my own spirit. Only then was I ready to follow a guide. You. Back to the light. When I left, Quatra knew her work with me was done. There are other disciples who need training throughout the galaxy, and she could not stay to see if I passed this most difficult trial. With your help, I have passed this difficult trial. The Council now feels I am ready to continue with my training, though they have asked me to wait here for the time being.
Hey, I'm glad to see you're not getting hung up on all this. The past is in the past, you know?
First the Jedi trick you into becoming an enemy, then they welcome you back as a friend. I can't say I approve of their training methods.
I do not know what the Council has in store for me, but I will trust in the Force and the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
Cool. Just 1 sec. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. Just had to adjust something. Alrighty. Let's go see the council for some more exposition. Oh wait, no, I need to...
You have done well, my pupil. The ancient grove has been purified, and Juhani's journey down the dark path has been halted. Because of you, she walks once more in the light. But though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened to her. Juhani is both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the dark side, as are we all. She struck her master in anger during her training and injured her greatly. But it was Quatra's choice to test Juhani this way, and it seems to have made its point. Juhani has been redeemed, and you have passed your final test. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our order.
8. Level up. Skills. And up the persuade. Alright. Now, let's get a physical attack just for in battle. Wound, stun, stun droid. Shock. You know, let's start with because we already got persuaded. Let's start with shock. Who else leveled up? Mission leveled up. Let's put up her awareness, stealth, demolitions, treat injury. Set. Oh, she's got sneak attack. Sweet. Ew, a Jedi robe. What is the Jedi? Defense bonus 7. Oh, that's Libba. Next accuracy plus 8. I should wear Davik's warsuit. Let's go with Davik's warsuit for now. I don't think we found anything to upgrade that.
Greetings, young Padawan. Have you come as chronicler of the... You should...
Okay.
May the Force...
Okay, nothing there.
It is good to see Johnny has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this. Your actions give us great hope for the future. Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now, it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Datooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate this.
Sweet.
The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for.
We'll investigate them
Be
right
sure
away.
to bring Bastila with you. There is a powerful link between you, and you will need to draw strength from each other during the trials ahead.
Okay. So we got Bastila. We might as well add... They're both level 9. I think we'll go Karth.
I demand justice! The Central family is a blight upon
There we go.
Datooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Sandrals are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matale we will look into his son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
I should look into it.
If Shen Matale is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matale and Sandral estates. We must not allow that to happen.
Your study and training are important, of course, but the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this, young Padawan.
The task has its own importance. It may also serve to divert our minds for a short time. Something which carries its own rewards.
Sounds good. Nope.
Yes?
I thought I selected Karth. Well, we'll head to the Ebon Hawk first and get him. Let's put up her intelligence. Treat injury. Awareness. Powers. Okay, Bastila. Force shield, let's go with that. I'll level up again. Skills. Let's put treat injury again, awareness, feats. Okay, her lightsaber is good. What's this one? +1 attack with melee weapons. Advanced Jedi defense. Let's do that. Powers again. Okay. Stasis. Oh, let's do Force Whirlwind. Accept. Okay.
Yes?
Oh, good. Okay. Quick save. Let's go to... Alright, we'll just head to the Ebon Hawk and get... Yeah, we'll go get Karth. Okay. Basla add. Karth add. There we go. So while we're walking there, anybody else excited for Zack Snyder's Justice League tomorrow? Luckily, Bruce reactivated his Crave account, so we'll be able to watch it. Then there's also Falcon and the Winter Soldier show starting on Friday. So lots of extra stuff to watch. I'm gonna have to stay up late tomorrow night to watch Justice League, and then probably, well, we'll see, either before or after our Friday stream. We'll definitely be watching the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show. Super excited either way for both. Okay, double checking that. Path south. Going south. Okay.
This is private property.
On behalf of the Jedi Council.
If you are here because of Shen McCallan's disappearance, you are wasting your time. The Santos are not involved. Newt left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstances, I will make an exception. Go into the main hall. Newt will meet with you there.
Okay, sounds good. Here we go.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you wish to speak to me.
I'm here on behalf of the Jedi Council.
I brought my family here to find peace and safety, not to be harassed and treated like common criminals. Your council has no authority here, and I respectfully ask you to leave this property at once.
Jedi are renowned for their fairness and pursuit of justice. There is nothing to fear from us, unless you have something to hide.
That's quite a line. You actually believe that? Don't you think someone is allowed to value privacy?
Privacy is all well and good, but justice must be valued higher. Is it not obvious to you that this man hides something?
Actually, it is. All I'm saying is that not everyone welcomes the sight of a Jedi with open arms. Better get used to it.
I trust you will show yourself out. If not, my security droids will be sure to...
Okay.
You are here from the council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale?
Yes, we are.
My name is Rahasia. Nurik is my father. He has not been himself since Cassus disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally. My father is a good man. When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly. You must understand that Father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute. My father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassus.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
You don't think that perhaps there's more to look at here, do you? That maybe everything isn't what it appears?
Of course not. It seems very simple to me. The Council must be allowed to decide the next step.
No. Since Cassus went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassus. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance. Shen is an innocent victim in all this. My father is not a bad man, but his grief has driven him to madness. He must be stopped. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope.
Why do you care about
Shen and I, we have been taught by our families to hate each other, just for being related to our fathers. But I met Shen alone one day in the city, away from his father, and Shen was so charming, so sweet. He didn't care at all that I was a Sandral. He just accepted me for who I was, with no reservations.
Oh, it's a Romeo and Juliet thing.
Met again over months and fell in love. My brother Cassus met him too, and they were beginning to become friends. But then this whole mess had to happen. Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Alright, let's go to the back door. Quick save. Okay. So I'm gonna have a few right off the bat. Bas, why do you not have your lightsaber equipped, Bastila? Let's equip that, how about? Good lord. Okay.
Can I do it?
What?
Okay. First of all, it's in the footlocker. I have 3 stripes, wow. And we don't have enough for anything. Go, lightsaber, go. Inside pack, I'll take that. Alright, let's do a quick save here. Just disarm it. Or blow ourselves up with it, Andrew.
Here!
Yeah, one more.
Here!
There you are.
Who are you? What do you want with me? Are you working for my father? Rescue me? No. I won't leave. It's too dangerous. It's not my own safety I'm concerned about. I'm worried about the fate of Nurik's daughter, Rahasia. She's been trying to convince her father to release me ever since I was captured. If I escape, Nurik will think Rahasia is to blame. Nurik is insane with grief over the loss of his son, Cassus. If I leave with you, it is Rahasia who will suffer. I cannot allow that.
How can I get
If you can convince Rahasia to escape with us, I will accompany you. Though I do not know if she'd be willing to turn her back on her home and family. Who could imagine a Sandral doing such a thing for the sake of a Matali? But if she will not go, then I too shall stay. I would rather face my own death than have her face her father's wrath because I escaped. My father thinks the Sandrals are thieves and liars who followed him here to Datooine just to steal what he has earned for himself. My father is an egotist and can be violent at times, but I think he still cares for me. Rahasia's father seems to be falling into the same pattern as mine. They're both too unreasonable to be talked to about the other. I think the only hope Rahasia and I will ever have is if we can escape both of them. Please, find Rahasia and speak to her. Get her to flee this place with me.
Okay.
What can I do?
Well, that was easy to find you.
What are you doing here? Have you found Shen yet? Shen can be so stubborn sometimes. If one of the security droids sees me wandering the halls, Father will get suspicious. I can't risk it. But I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to face the wrath of my father. Tell Shen I will meet you outside the gates. I will wait as long as I can, but you must hurry.
Okay.
You're back. Have you spoken? I pray she is not just telling me what I want to hear, but I will have to take that chance. Hurry then, we must not keep Rahasia waiting.
Cool.
Shen, you're safe.
Rahasia! Well, thank goodness you managed to escape.
It was all thanks to this kind Jedi that we managed to get this far at all. I thank you, Jedi, for all that you have done for us.
No, we know that you must have gone to great personal risk to get us out of the Sandral estate undetected. But surely we can...
Oh.
There you are, Shen.
Father!
Mr. Matale.
Rahasia!
Father!
Mr. Sandral!
Yurik!
Alan!
I knew this was all your doing. I knew you had captured my son.
You had taken my Cassus from me long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your excuses. Now I will get revenge for your transgressions.
Please listen to him, Father.
Why should I listen to the Jedi? All you want is to remain with that Sandral harlot.
My daughter is not a harlot, Matale dog!
Our children don't know enough of what's good for them to make a reasonable decision.
It's better to let older, wiser heads like ours make the decisions.
Rahej and I don't want you to make decisions for us. We want to live alone away from you.
You insolent boy! If you want to live alone, then so be it. I disown you. Never set foot in my house again.
Rahesha, you will not leave with this Matale boy.
I am, Father, and you can't stop me. We're leaving for the Enclave.
You foolish girl. You think to make us stand here, then?
You expect us to just let them leave? Droids, stop them!
You will not turn your droids on my daughter. Droids, don't let them take Rahesha.
We appear to be at an impasse, then. And they got away.
It is your fault, darling. You were always too violent for your own good.
Me? You were the one who rushed out here with war droids. I will not rest until I have my Shen back. The Council will hear of the troubles you caused, Jedi.
Indeed they shall.
Well, yeah, I guess we should head back to the council then. Turn to Evan Hawk, because that's quicker. This should be interesting. Oh, thanks, Bruce.
Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now, it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Datooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned.
Okay,
the Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task to the secrets to stopping.
Okay.
Be sure to bring Bastila with you.
Alright. Oh, I thought they were going to talk to me about the Sandal thing, but I guess not. Alrighty. Okay. It's way over there. Still haven't found that damn droid. So make sure we're going the right way. Yep, we are. Alright, let's go. There they are. All right. Here we are at the ruins. This looks like... Oh. Okay, we'll get the intro here. Alright, this seems like as good a spot any to end this episode. Thank you for watching, everybody. We will see you next week when we enter and go look for the Star Forge.